So for us, collective really comes from the idea of collective leader efficacy, which is when a group can get together and engage in joint work and develop a shared understanding, and the work that they do together ultimately has an impact on student learning.
We really latched onto the word collective differently than community or even collaboration. And the reason for that is we saw power in the word collective, not just as a group of people coming together, but the interconnectedness of the human dynamic tied to the learning piece. And I think that really had a huge impact on us using that word.
Yeah, because one of the things that we've learned from research, especially Bandura's research, is that when people feel anxious, it diminishes their self-efficacy. So if they're coming to a group setting, they don't know why they're there, or they don't feel connected to the people within the group, we know that that's still going to, anxiety might be high. And the reality is you're never going to get the best work out of people if anxiety is high. So when Mike talks a lot about human interconnectedness, which we think is a really important part of this, is just having that deeper level of not just the content that a leadership team or any sort of team will focus on, but it's also how they come together in the first place, which is really important. And I think from a grander scale, when we're talking about the Instructional Leadership Collective, one of the things that we've been conscious about is always trying to provide a space for people to have their voice and share their voice, because we see this as a larger collective as well. When like-minded people or even diverse-minded people are fine too, but when they come together and we can talk about ideas and come to that shared understanding. So we look at this as a building approach, we can look at this from a district approach, but we can look at this as a larger collective, meaning educators and leaders that want to come together and talk about education, how to have a deeper impact on student learning.
And I think ultimately what I think is there's going to be turbulent times in education. And the approach of a collective, I think, can help weather that turbulent time in a different way than isolation or collaboration, where you might come together and then go separately into that silo again. A collective says, we're going to stay with it through the test of time. And I think that helps us weather those moments when there may be divisiveness in our education.